Hey guys, Andrew Logan here. Great to be with you for another video. And today, I want to give you a little 3-step formula to running a successful Blitz week in your team. Because we love Blitz weeks, they're really popular. There's something that create energy and excitement and focus and momentum and results in your team. And something as a leader and someone aspiring to become a leader, it's a great way to step into that leadership role and get your team together and run a cool Blitz week with them. So how do we do that? Well, we'll run through a 3-step process, some of the things to focus on, the different ways to motivate people and the different ways to drive people. But just before we do that, I just want to give a word of warning, okay? Because Blitz weeks are great. As I said earlier, they create that excitement and we get people running on tracks. Some of the things like 90-day game plans and that were very popular when I started, but also found it's very hard to keep someone on track and motivated for 90 days. The problem then is that sometimes people can get very short term in their thinking. So 90-day game plans were great because it was kind of a quarter of a year. You had a full 3 months to build in and work these things. The problem was people dropped off. The great thing about a Blitz week is we can keep people's attention for a week. Most people can keep their attention for 1 week and commit to the goals they said they would do for 1 week. The challenge, of course, is that we want to always have that bigger vision. We want to have that long-term wealth and freedom mindset. We want to talk to people about how this is a long game. This is creating a business that will pay us forever. We can't do that in 1 week. Sometimes people get addicted to the thrill of a Blitz week, or they get addicted to the excitement and the energy of a Blitz week. They get addicted to you needing to motivate them, and they just can't do anything outside of Blitz. And we see that with people, and their businesses become very schizophrenic, where they're all up and 110% for a week, and then they're completely exhausted. They've milked their team dry. They've run out of energy themselves, and they go off, and then they have to kind of recoup for the next one. So like anything, moderation is always the key. Blitz weeks are great in moderation. They are a great part of building a team with long-term vision. But you never want to have a reliance or an addiction to blitzing, I should say, because it just creates that mindset of short-term results in people. And then people get an unrealistic expectation because that big paycheck comes in, and that's great, but they often fall off a cliff the next week. They can come in with this big amount of volume, but the next week it's just nothing. And all that excitement is washed away. So always be careful of that, okay? Anyway, let's get into this. So the first step is that we have a kind of theme or a timing around our list. So obviously themes like New Year's challenges, summer body challenges, post-Easter Christmas detox challenges. Some things are they're just always going to be great times to help people get focused. Okay, what is your New Year's resolution? Look, I've got some products that help with that. Let's do a big team drive and blitz around New Year's resolutions. Okay, if it's to have more money, we've got a financial service, or we've got a trading platform. If it's to have more energy, we've got a drink that helps with that. If it's to lose weight, we've got a product that helps with that, okay? We have these themes around blitzes because we want to always have that kind of something that brings people back. Because the great thing about the theme and the great thing about a Blitz week and a challenge is that when people are out there talking to people, it shifts their conversation from, can I tell you about my products, to can I tell you about this challenge we're doing? And people love to hear that. And it helps people when they don't know what to say, don't know how to explain my products, I don't know how to go out there, or I have a tendency to verbally vomit when I'm going out there. And instead of saying, hey, let me tell you about this miracle pill I've got, can I tell you about a group challenge we're doing? A group of us are getting together to get our summer bodies together in winter, because summer bodies are made in winter. So we're going to do a 4-week challenge over winter, and we're just getting a team together. Would you be interested in more information? Okay, we'll talk about the offers in a sec. But we want a theme around helping people sell the benefits of your program. So we don't just want to say, oh, it's Christmas, let's do a challenge. If you're in weight loss, what if it's a pre-Christmas, look great for the staff Christmas party challenge? Look great for that little black dress challenge. Pre-Christmas detox, because we know you're going to blow out around Christmas. So how about we get on top of it first? So then you're not talking about your product, you're talking about the benefits of the product. And the benefit of the product is that you look great in the little black dress at the Christmas party, okay? So we want to talk about that theme. Now, the other way to kind of create a theme from a timing point of view is I love to do blitzes like 2 to 3 to 4 weeks before a company event and then immediately after. So we come up with a theme for the one after, obviously, because that's when energy's high, that's when excitement's high, they've been to the big event, everyone's super motivated, there's generally a company promotion or a new product launch or something, so we're going to create a theme around that. But the one before, that's a perfect time for 2 reasons. It's a perfect time because one, we can focus on getting more people to the event. We know that one of the greatest skills in network marketing and one of the biggest indicators of success is how many people do you get to major company events. So if we have a kind of business builders blitz, a blitz where we get the team together from a business builder and leader point of view, and we focus on getting more bums on seats, we know from there our business is going to take off. Because if we get twice as many people to the event, there's twice as much excitement, there's twice as much motivation, there's twice as many people plugging into the company promotion, and so then we can create a theme off the back of that. It's also great for goal setting. So, generally at a company event, you get your name tag and it's got your rank or your pin or your title or whatever it is, or you're gonna walk across stage and get a trophy. That's a great way to help people with their goal orientation. So let's do a blitz. What goal do you want to be? What rank do you want on here? How many stars or stripes do you want on your badge when you walk across stage? Because this is the week where we're going to really punch and try and get it. Okay? So those sorts of things, we want to spend some time. And so we want to do, one a month at most, I would say. 4 to 5 to 6 max a year, I would say. Because as I was saying before, blitzes are a bit like dessert. Desserts are great. Desserts are delicious, but then there's the sugar crash, right? And if we have too much dessert, we have this big sugar crash. And the reality is we can't live off dessert. It's really nice, it's really great, but we can't live off it. And if you try, then you get diabetes. The sort of fundamentals of long-term vision, growing a business, consistently doing the habits, consistently going out there and sharing our story, consistently going out there and meeting people, all those fundamentals of long-term success are to an extent boring. They are vanilla. They are the meat and 3 veggies. They are the lentils and beans, okay? There's not a lot of interesting stuff in them. But the reality is, when you have meat and 3 veg every night, you can live off that. Or if you're a meat-free person and it's lentils and beans, you can live off that. It's not quite as exciting as the fancy dessert, but a reliable income is something that you can literally take to the bank. A reliable income is financial freedom. There's no financial freedom when your income is unreliable. If it's like 500, 500, 500, then 5,000 and then 200, that's not financial freedom, right? That's energy and excitement. But if we want to have freedom, that comes from knowing that money is going to show up next week. That's where the kind of financial security into freedom comes from. So that's why we're going to just have these great themes and have these great times, but we're going to keep it restrained as well. Now, the second thing is we want to look at what motivates and incentivizes the team. And the challenge here is that everyone is motivated by different things. But that's also a benefit. That's a great thing. And Tony Robbins says it best, you can't motivate someone if you don't know what motivates them. And generally I find it comes down to kind of about 4 categories. So there are people who want to learn. There are people who want recognition. And none of these are good or bad, I'm just going to talk about them. There are people who want money, and there are people who want products for free, basically. They want free stuff. So what I've always tried to do whenever I was running a Blitz week was I tried to create 2 or 3 different levels. I generally created 3 different levels of incentives to try and cover all these things, right? So generally people who are dedicated by learning, who are driven by learning, they're dedicated to kind of progress and they love learning, saying to them, look, if you do this, if you complete this task within the Blitz week, you will get on an exclusive call with a trainer. These guys love that. They absolutely love that. They want to get on that exclusive call. They want to be on a Zoom call with a top income earner or a top trainer or someone, the company president. Okay, I'm going to organize a training with the company president or the company CEO. And if you bring in 2 people this week, you get to be on that call. That is going to motivate the people who love to learn. Okay? People who love recognition. So we would have a team dinner. So when we talk about like the timing beforehand, we would have team dinners before and after the event. And the one after was always based around the Blitz Week. The one before was kind of open to everyone and everyone come in and we have a good social night. Then there was the dinner after. So if you do X, if you complete X activity, you get to come along to this dinner. And you get to be recognized at this exclusive dinner, and you're gonna put it on your social media, and it's gonna go up into the team pages. We're gonna create a little bit of FOMO. These people went and they pushed a bit harder. They did a little bit more work. They made that extra phone call. They sent that extra message, and they got a beautiful dinner, and then they're posting their photos, and all these people are getting FOMO, right? All these other people are getting FOMO, and then next week we announce the next one, and now they're driven. I wanna get that dinner. So big company events, it was like, if you did this, you get the dinner on the Saturday night, or you get the dinner on the Sunday night, and we might even be able to get, a top trainer or a top income earner to come and sit at the dinner as well, because then both people want to do that. Both people want to come along. Money, okay, lots of people are motivated by money. This one I would generally like for rank advancements or something. So again, the kind of goal setting person, if we can cover 2 things in once, that's always great. So the goal setting person, if you can rank it to a new level. So in this Blitz Week, before the event, or in this Blitz Week straight after the event, anyone who rank advances to a new level will give you like an Amazon gift card or an iTunes gift card or something like that. Or will give you a voucher for a massage or something like that, right? That A, motivates them, and B, there's also that recognition, because they know when they rank advance, they're gonna get like shouted out. They're gonna get recognized by the company. They're gonna get recognized by the team. Again, if it's before the event, they're gonna get that new badge. Hey, let's get you that new rank level. Let's get you that new pin before the event. So then you get to walk across stage. Plus you're gonna get an iTunes voucher afterwards. Plus you're gonna get a massage voucher afterwards. Whatever it is, something really nice. And then simply products. Now products are great because a lot of times, obviously, Blitz Weeks are based around builders, based around the leaders in the team who want to go out and create that energy. But we never want to neglect our customers, and we never want to milk them dry either, okay? But if there might be some customers that like, this is when I actually go from customer to business builder. Because we're going to say, hey, anyone who brings in 2 people this week, you get a box of this, or the new flavor of that. Okay? And with all these things, guys, I recommend you ring your company and just say, hey, look, I'm gonna run this. Do you have any products that like you're happy to sell? Or is there anything floating around on your desk that I could use as a promotion? Is anyone in the office free to do a phone call? And they will jump all over it. They will absolutely love it, and they will bend over backwards to find you things. I used to ring our company CEO all the time. They're like, mate, what's just sitting on your desk? Like it's sitting there, and he's like, oh, I've got this and this. Perfect. And he'd post them to me, and people would go wild because it was something exclusive, right? There was this recognition that you got something exclusive that no one's tried before, no one's seen before, no one's tasted before, anything, whatever it was, just stuff that was sitting there, like not being used by the corporate team. So we would put it to use. So if you don't have the money yet to like buy some of these things, ring your company and just say, hey, are there some products that if I can bulk buy or something, or there's some products that you could just send me because we want to run this Blitz Week, and if I get 20 more people to the event, everyone wins, right? They get 20 more tickets sold, you get these products and you send them out. So, wrapping this one up, what I would then do is I would look at a few different things. I'd look at the event coming up, I'd look at some of the products we had, I'd look at reaching out to another trainer, and I would sit down and I'd have 3 levels. So we'd have something fairly easy that a lot of people can aspire to. So it might just be as simple as bring 2 people in this week. And the majority of people can say, you know what, for 1 week, I can focus on that. I can focus on just bringing 2 people in. Because if you set your Blitz Week stuff too high, people just count themselves out straight away. I've got to bring in 10 people this week, can't do it. okay? So if you bring in 2 people, we'll send you a box of this new product, okay? And then the next one, something a little bit harder, okay? Now that was then always, the first 2 were always like a simple do this, you get that. A simple do X, I'll give you Y. So if you bring in 2 people, I'll give you some products. If you bring a new person to the event, if you get a new ticket sold for the event, if you reach a new rank, okay, some objective measurement thing, then you get the dinner, or you get the exclusive phone call, or you get the voucher. So the first 2 were always hurdles that they knew what it was that they could get over. Can I bring in 2 people, and can I like rank advance someone? Can I rank advance myself? Can I get one more person to the event? Okay, pure X gets Y. The third one was then a race. Okay, so the third one was then about the kind of red personalities, because again, people in the majority, as soon as it's a race, if there's one prize and it's a race, they've taken themselves out before it even starts. And we want the majority to do a little bit, because if we can get the majority to do a little bit, then the few will do a lot, because that rising tide, that energy, that volume flows up, and the few do a lot. So how do we get the majority to do a little bit? Give them something, a small hurdle to get over. Then we have a race at the end. So it might be who gets the most signups this week? Who gets the most no's this week? That was always a fun one, right? Because anyone can do that one. Anyone who's just willing to go out there and share their story and share their story and share their story. And they're like, man, I just got my 37th no, but they're excited. They're excited because they overtook John because he only had 36 no's and they got 37. And so that was generally a nice surprise. So maybe, yeah, a nicer product. Or maybe they got something quite exclusive. They got a one-on-one training or something. Maybe they did get like a nicer voucher or something because it was like the person who brought in the most people, the person who rank advances the most people, the person who shared their story the most times, the person who did the most number of Facebook Lives, the person who added the most number of friends this day, okay? Look at activity-based tasks and look at having a race to motivate those people who want to race. But then also have something for the masses. And I like to have 2 things for the masses, one based on money or money or products, and one based on learning or recognition, okay? So then the final thing is that we just got to keep people getting into their activity. So focused activity, focus on these IPAs, right? These income producing activities that we're just talking about. So then what you're going to do is you're going to say, okay, next week we're going to run a blitz. These are the 3 prizes we have. If you do this, you get that. If you do this, you get that. And the person who does the most of this gets that. And we create that and we put that up as a picture in the business group. We get everyone excited about it. This is going to kick off Monday. Now, every Monday evening at 8 p.m, we're going to have a 45-minute phone call. Okay, and you get on that Zoom for 45 minutes. Exactly at 8 p.m. we kick off, and exactly at 8:45 we're done, even a little bit sooner, but 8:40 to 8:45 we are done. And you're gonna do 3 things on that call. So you're gonna do like 3 by 10-minute blitzes in that phone call with like a little 5-minute discussion after, like a little 5-minute break, okay? So let's say we're leading into an event. Okay, so the first 10 minutes was always just about adding value, going up, warming the algorithm. So going into your Facebook or going into your Instagram, and you get on the Zoom and you set a 10-minute clock and say, okay guys, for the next 10 minutes, everyone is going to warm up the thing and we're just going to comment and love, comment and love, comment and love. I'm going to go through our feed, comment and love, comment and love, comment and love for 10 minutes. And so we do that. We do 10 minutes of focused reactions, loves, likes, wows, okay, and comments on people's posts. And then we have a little 5-minute break and it's like, hey, you did 10, you did 12, awesome, yeah, everyone recognized Sally, she did 12 comments and likes, awesome. A little bit of quick recognition, awesome. Okay, second 10 minutes. So today, we're gonna focus on getting more people to the event. So we're gonna spend the next 10 minutes reaching out and inviting people to the event. We're going to reach out into our team, into our downlines, and invite people along for this event coming up. So for the next 10 minutes, who's going to be sending out invites? And then again, we set that 10-minute clock and then we go. And for 10 minutes, focused activity on sending out invites, okay? And then we have a little 5-minute break. Okay, well, you sent 3, you got 4, you got 2 said yes, boom, yep, everyone recognized Jane, she just crushed it, she got 2 more people at the event. Awesome, Jane, you're gonna get like, you're gonna get an Amazon voucher for that, awesome, and we do that little bit of recognition. And then the last 10 minutes might be who can add the most number of friends. So, go into a group where your market is, go into, your friendship groups, your Facebook groups, go out into your circle, go out into your social media and add some new friends, okay? And those 3 activities would change each time. So it always started with warming up the algorithm, we always did that. But the second and third would always change. So then it might be, we're gonna add friends today and then we're gonna send out offers. So we're gonna send out offers and we're gonna follow up. Or we're gonna focus on adding more friends and we're gonna adding ourselves to groups. We're gonna find groups so we can go in and find more people to talk to. There would be some kind of income producing task and we'd all focus on that. And we'd mix it up each week, mix it up each night just to keep it exciting. So that's what we would do. We would have a theme around something, around big things in life. We kept them restrained because otherwise we'd burn people out. And we always did them directly before and then immediately after big events, because that was the big thing. We wanted to get bums on seats. If we could get bums on seats, everything else would take care of itself. Then we run these incentives. We created different incentives and we got creative. We had fun with them, okay? Have fun. And then the third one was just that one night, okay? 1 hour. Every night, under an hour really, 40 to 45 minutes, and we're gonna get in and we're just gonna focus on these 3 activities. We're gonna go out and we're gonna do 10 minutes of this, 10 minutes of this, and then 10 minutes of that, and then we all get off and we all go and do our own lives, okay? Now, as the leader, you're obviously gonna be doing stuff at other times, but we just want people to focus on these things and we help the masses do that little bit extra. And we help those people see, actually, you know what? This isn't that hard. Because that's the final positive. If we can train this mindset that you can build the business in 30 minutes a day. And we just say to them after the blitz, now you know what? What I want you to do each day is spend 10 minutes in the morning commenting on your social media. And then I want to spend 10 minutes during the day adding new friends. And then I want you to spend 10 minutes in the evening sending out messages to people about what we're going to do or our products or what you've been doing. And we train people that you can do this in 3 10-minute segments across the day. And if we can do that, that's when we get the long-term sustained success of Blitz. If we just limit it to this is all we're gonna do and then we're not gonna do anything, it doesn't work. But if we train them and show them how to build their business in the pockets of their life, then you'll have great success. So guys, I hope that helps. As always, if you have any questions, just reach out to me. Drop a comment below if you've got any questions or anything as well. Don't forget to click like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video.